Good evening, folks. HeirofCarthage here, and I am back with you during the rise of the Mandate War here. The Yellow Sky Mandate, we should call it. We're going to be taking over. The Han Dynasty is finished. You see, they're done. The brothers Zhang, we're going to take them down. Yeah, so welcome to the map, folks. Welcome to the map. So, welcome to the map, folks. I am pretty excited to get back in here with you all and just jump in. In the last video I made, some people commented like, "Air, you haven't played Three Kingdoms much. Why not?" Well, just not a ton of people were watching it, and the population of the game fell off rather steeply. Some people have their own ideas of that. I think this game is quite fun. I just like Warhammer 2 better. That's all there is to it. But it doesn't mean this isn't a great game. And what I'm really excited for here is the way that this can change the campaign starts, because you're allowed to have a campaign start before the main timing and play through into the main campaign and then on afterwards. And I want to see this mechanic come through in other Total War games. Imagine being able to play a Total War game where there's like a slider for the grand campaign, and as you slide it, it's changing the power of the factions and the balance and the time, if it's a historical one, or if it's Warhammer, you know, just like the power of the factions. Maybe certain factions have different starts, and you can pick where you want to start, and that plays into the difficulty. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome, and I kind of hope that that's where this is going. But anyway, I'm allowed to show you some campaign footage now, actually up to 3 videos of campaign footage, and so I do want to get things going. Now, this is turn 18 of a Zhang Bao campaign. And I picked him because he is aggressive. That's his stance, that's the way his faction goes, and that's the way I like to play. And fortunately for me, I don't have to worry about a whole ton of diplomacy here, because we're the Yellow Turbans and everybody hates us. So we're going to be continuing it. Now, I had this farmland, enemy faction took it back. You can see my brothers in arms here fighting back. It is going to be a little bit crazy. A little bit crazy. Her Yi is here now, and then He-Man just came of age. I know it's not He-Man, I'm just saying it that way. He came of age. We've got to fight and win a big battle here to take our farmland back. It's predicting that we're going to lose. Let's see. Alright, I'm here in the deployment phase. You can see we actually get some deployables. We get 2 deployables, and we can use these barricades, which are good for slowing down cavalry, or we're able to use some burning oil. Actually, I think we get to use one of both. Let's use both, shall we? Yes, we shall. So yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if we'll really get to use them here, but I'll deploy them. I believe I believe all these units can actually Vanguard deploy. I don't have any cavalry to support them with, but I could get my lords up there pretty quick to help them out. I kind of do want to deploy way up here and see if we can lure the enemy in to attack me in hopefully unfavorable terms. I could deploy a couple of infantrymen up here to support these guys. One of them is pretty beaten down. Yeah, we'll do the Vanguard deploy. Zhang Bao can Vanguard deploy his entire retinue. And then we've got some swordsmen that we can throw in here too, so let's do the same. So just a few infantry units and my lords. Actually, we probably won't end up using any of those deployables, but that's not entirely surprising here. Let's get my archers grouped, and then let's set them into no skirmish and guard mode. Oh, they all deployed way farther back. I figured they might, because they'll want to get their reinforcements together. Well, since they've done that, I think I may actually fall back to the defensive positions. Let's do it. Let's fast forward for a minute, so we don't have to watch all this. So they're going to do that. I'm going to fall back to the defensive positions. Let's get my group 1 right here behind it all. Get my infantry ready to line up behind them. get my keep my leaders close to the front here. Okay, we've got a pretty significant archery line. I'm going to leave it on fast forward for a moment as the enemy troops approach. I'm going to maneuver just a little here. We should be able to take out their leaders. Their cavalry's moving down this flank here, which is not really great for me. Let's get my leaders into a group. They just have a strategist here in the back, so I'm not super concerned about the strategist. I want to move my leaders over here, though, to where I can counter this cavalry and their own more melee-centric leaders. Otherwise, I'm going to let my archers do some work here, because I have a pretty sizable archer force. I'm going to leave a leader here to support this. One of my guys has immobilized. Let's send him out here to support the cavalry fight, actually. Oh, yeah, that's good. I'm going to immobilize these dudes. Okay. Let's light this up. Let's fall back a little. Push the infantry forward. Let the flames cover our retreat. Alright, that cavalry got wrecked out here. Stay on their leaders. Yeah, so see, the fire kind of broke up their mainline advance. Let's focus archers with their own. Some of my archers are poison, which is going to be very handy. Let's check all my abilities here, see if we need to drop some. There we go. Go after that lord. Alright, let's let my hunters pick a new target. My swordsmen should be able to cut through that G. We've routed their leader and some of their infantry here, so let's push forward. Yeah, we're getting outflanked here. Let's send some spears this way. Okay, these guys are now gonna be melee-centric now. Let's fall back a little bit here with some of these swordsmen. We're running out of ammo. Stay on their general. Spearmen. Take this down.
Where is your fighting spirit?
Let's get my infantry refocused over here.
You belittle yourself with your words. Charge! The time has come. The men
Turn that around. Let's chase their leader out with our own. Looks like we've got this battle in the bag, I think. Got a little bit blobbed over here. Let's actually break out of that. Let's take some of these archers. Take these guys. Let's take these hunters. Start pushing up the flanks. Let's go shut down these cavalry real quick with one of our leaders and then get him with the other. And let's stop chasing this dude. He'll probably come back from routing as soon as I do, but I need some speed over here. Let's immobilize this cavalry unit. Come on, finish him. I'm gonna finish off that mounted lancer militia. Let's see if we're able to try and engage any of their own archers in melee. I'm gonna need a little bit of numbers support in this fight. Our zealots are a little bit overmatched right now. I love how that cavalry is just like running away from my lord. You not have a horse, son? What happened to your horse? I've had that happen a few times in battles where My leader should totally have a horse, and the horse is missing.
Make ready! Ready! Unleash fury! Move, move!
I say,
Attend!
where's your horse, son? Do you guys ever see that movie, The Shooter?
You seem
Mark
to be
Wahlberg.
struggling.
He's always telling that guy, like, I'm not your son.
Look to your own troubles before mine. Still yourselves. The enemy warriors are ready.
There we go. Let's break this up.
Prepare. Show them justice.
Get him! Should be an epic victory here for us.
Spears ready. Unleash fury. Attend. To battle. Go, go, go. Show no mercy. At the ready. Take heed.
If we can drop this strategist, it's definitely going to be game over.
Our warriors run. Craven dogs.
Really? What's up with this fight over here? Oh, their leader came back.
To attention.
You know what? Forget their strategist. Come get this guy. I don't know how the strategist isn't dead already anyway, sitting around pay here. He would almost certainly be ripping him a new one. This is one of those situations where you totally have the battle won. There's no way the AI can come back from this, but they keep getting their troops to regroup, and because their leaders haven't fled the battlefield, it's just enough to keep them in a state of not ending the battle. Like, the power bar here is way too high in their favor. They really don't have a prayer here.
They were no match.
Okay, so we got one of their leaders. Strategist, I don't really know how you're alive.
Take heed, warriors.
I'll pop him with this if I can get close enough. Being Three Kingdoms, the horses moving in slow motion. Good gosh, man. Gotta exercise this thing
Still yourselves.
outside of battle.
Attack. Our victory grows
Turn
ever
around and
closer.
attack those spearmen. There we go.
The time has come.
Got us a victory. Got us a victory. You can see Zhang Bao actually has a legendary weapon of Zhang Fei. In the first video I showed you of this DLC, I showed you all those battles, and that's how I came about that weapon. We've also picked up Liu Bei's weapon, but I don't have anybody who can equip it at the moment. I don't think I have the right hero type.
There is only one true way.
An alliance war against Ma Teng. I
There
accept.
is only one true way.
This is correct. I have spoken. This is the way. A captured officer. Character recruited. I don't think I needed the character, but whatever. Gondu.
To arms.
Superior forces. Let's delegate it and take our farmland back.
Our victory is proof
So
of
the Mandate War continues. We are losing fervor really quickly though, or zeal. We gained some back for the battle though, thank goodness. Yeah, we need to be pushing up the fervor. You can see that we are losing it. Zeal decay rate. Sorry, I keep saying fervor. 7 from each brother? Why? Like, why do we decay 7 from each brother? I guess because they want you fighting constantly. Which you can do, because yellow turbans can replenish very, very quickly. Commandery. So let's kind of think about where to go next. Let's zoom up a little here and... Oh, I'm trying to remember how to do the... Come on, where is it at? Toggle map pins, filters, diplomacy. There we go. This is what I want. So I filtered it back to diplomacy. So basically war in every direction. So war in every direction. So we can kind of play to whichever direction we want. I came all the way over here to get this fishing port. We've got a little bit of a safe zone to our north and east. Haryi and Huangshao are down here kind of on their own. So it's really just the northeast of China that we have under our control at the moment. Making some income. It's certainly not terribly impressive. Let's repair our farmland. Bohai. I think I'm going to run the upgrade here so that we can... I don't have a ton of food. This doesn't cost food? Yeah, -2. We can afford 2. It's going to be a close call, though, but I think when we repair that farm, we'll be in better shape. That's nice. So public order, growth. Let's get the growth. Pop growth. Get our economy rolling here. These guys just have low satisfaction, and there's really not a whole lot I can do about it right now. What? We got He-Man in our faction? I didn't know he was in our faction. I saw a thing the other day that said he was coming of age, but that kind of all of a sudden makes sense. I really want him in my army because I have 3 guys of the same type right now. Some part of me wants to split these guys out into their own army, so I may take... I'm going to take one of them and split him out into his own army.
My lord, how can I serve?
Let's do it. Back to settlement, move selected outside of the force. There we go. I'm going to split him into his own army. And then we're going to go... This is going to take up most of our money. We're going to come in here and recruit. And I want He-Man in the army. I know you don't pronounce it He-Man, folks. It's just my running thing, okay?
My aim is precise.
It's just a running thing with him, all right? He's got some militia of virtue. That's kind of cool. Yellow turban warriors, yellow sky heralds. Good, good, good. He's going to give me access to some different units to recruit, I would hope. No, he doesn't. Good grief, all of our recruiting is exactly the same.
I am at your disposal, my lord.
Yeah, all of my recruiting for every general has been mostly the same. But these guys just hit tier 4, and it opened up some options here. There's a trebuchet, multiple bolt crossbow, reline missile attack, damage buildings. Yeah, I don't know if I want to bring in the heavy siege equipment at this point. So what I'll do is I'll take my smaller army and kind of leave it to help garrison this farmland.
Rest for now.
Cancel. And we'll start getting this stuff built back up and head out on some more attacks. Alright, Mod 10. Signing peace treaties. I can't believe they're actually fighting anybody besides He-Man and Zhang Bao. Good. This is good. Alright, our army is shaping up rather quickly. So we got this large town, and then there's farmland that's not in view yet. So there's the farmland, and then the small city, which is already controlled by our brother. So we should take the farmland. Just a large enemy force here. What are we up against? Destroyers of Treachery? That's a new unit. G Militia, Defenders of the Empire. Wow. Heavy Spear Infantry. Yeah, this army is not a joke. Yeah, this army is definitely no joke. In terms of the infantry, their leadership I think I could cut down. Because all they have is the 1 Sentinel and the 2 Strategists. So I mean, if I come in full force... may be able to do it. May be able to do it. We definitely need to get replenished. So let's work on that. I think Harry Yi may have just gotten wiped out. Yep. That's too bad. Part of our rebellion has fallen. This is a sad day. A sad day.
Bend, do not break.
Oh, man. It's a long trip down to that farmland. It is a long
Remain
trip
pure.
indeed.
Not possible. Destroy corruption.
Destroy corruption. Alright, let's see. I can't believe we're not at war with Zheng Yan. It's like everybody's at war with. He's like the only person not at war with us right now. It'd be great if our allies could kind of start pushing right here and keep a solid front for us. The mountains will help a little bit, and the fact that Zhang Yan's not at war with us momentarily, at least. It is winter time, so I don't really want to just go pushing straight into enemy territory just yet. Got here, unlock some archer units. I need some cavalry. What's this? Mounted saber defectors. And mounted lancer defectors. Some cavalry would be very helpful. Start doing some research that'll help us field some cavalry units. Food situation's definitely better now. Public order is very solid, and in all my settlements. Well, I was going to fight the enemy, and they came to fight me. That actually works out rather nicely. It's going to be a tough battle, but I think the fact that I've got 4 melee-centric leaders is going to allow me to overcome a few of their superior troops, and the fact that they really don't have melee-centric leaders here. Let's find out whether or not I'm right. This is going to be an awkward battle, because CA, please, get your reinforcements right. Do you not see how my 2 armies were deployed? Did they attack in between me? I mean, they attacked this guy. I just don't get this. My guys were standing back to back, and I get split by the AI. This kind of crap is infuriating. It's just absolutely infuriating. I'm gonna have to pull over this way and see if we can get our 2 forces to fight together. They've got crossbows. That is not good news. Crossbows, unless they've changed something major, which I haven't really gone to test yet, crossbows are pretty powerful. Okay. Still bringing on forces. Let's move over here. We want to get all of our forces together if possible. I want to go ahead and group my leaders up. They're going to get so tired running around in the snow. Horses are going to be crazy slow. I'm going to kind of get some simple groups together. Archer line up front. Infantry line in the back. See if we can get our troops grouped up, ready to fight. Try and take some high ground over here. We'll go Obi-Wan.
The time has come.
Wonder if they'd be willing to duel. Doesn't want to duel. I'll bet he doesn't. Who does want to duel He-Man? No one, that's who. He's got his Hail of Arrows ability. Let's go use it. Is this guy on foot? No. Just his horse is crazy slow. Alright, good to know.
Ready. You are pitiful.
Yeah.
You dare to speak to me?
See if we can put some arrows right in this blob of infantry and get some kills.
Make ready.
Why did he fire at that flank of it? Sometimes the way this game targets things, and not just this game, any Total War game, is really rather strange. I'll take this fight. Come on over. More than happy. Gonna immobilize him.
Our comrade is under attack. Stand ready. Run.
I'm gonna use these other 2 to go assassinate their, let's push our infantry up. We need to stop these cavalry charges.
Move out quickly. Double time. The time has come.
Okay, let's stay on their lord over here. Let's get these destroyers of treachery.
At the ready.
I'm actually going to push all my archers up and go after their crossbowmen. I'm going to swing this way and try and intercept more of their cavalry. Put a leader on each one of their cavalry units.
Keep up, friend. Keep up.
Is that your best?
Here, actually,
Come on,
horses. Leave my infantry braced over here because we're getting cavalry charged.
Look, the enemy run. Craven.
Group 3, let's hit a defensive mode. Go ahead and pop these archers. Let's go after their lord. Let's pull in closer to this flank here. Okay, our Yellow Turban warriors are not liking being attacked by these destroyers of treachery. And He-Man's suffering a little right now.
Ready.
Drop all their melee evasion. Wow, we got hit hard by those heavy cav. But the infantry fight's going spectacularly right now. And their lord is getting ripped. He-Man routed. It's unfortunate. Yeah, that is good news. That is good news. So their strategist is going berserk right now, but I don't know that that's going to help them here, to be honest. Those destroyers of treachery wrecked He-Man. Come on, stay on, gents. Stay on him. Some infantry coming at me here. Just outflank. Let's get a little bit of assist over here.
The men have no ammunition. Draw your weapons.
Finish those cav. Let's hit these heavy spearmen with some special bow here. Yes! What an attack. Alright, He-Man got a banger off there. Let's attack these guys in the back.
Stand ready. Do not relent. Ready.
Can we get these crossbows?
To attention. Destroy them.
There we go. Things are looking good for us. Things are looking good. This mounted saber militia is going to do some damage. Alright, the crossbows are going to get ripped.
We have killed an enemy general.
Yes! They have a couple of high-tier infantry units that are really the only thing holding the line together still. Their lord probably won't come back from routing. I'm going to keep some units chasing all this stuff so that they can't come back. We just need to outflank this heavy spear unit over here and finish it. Kind of need to just keep a pursuit. Yeah, just hold your pursuit. Send a leader back over here to help. That way, if we're pursuing these units, they won't be able to come back into this fight. Let's check out this heavy spear unit, the Defenders of the Empire. Yeah. They look a little better equipped than my Yellow Turban jerks. This Militia of Virtue is an awesome unit. I was using them against cavalry earlier. Yeah, these guys aren't good against cavalry. They're just good at avoiding attacks. They have really high melee defense. Not melee defense, they call it something different in this game, but it's like basically like a chance to avoid being attacked. So that's their
Enemy warriors are running.
that's their virtue. They're good units, though. What do they call that skill in this game? I'm trying to remember now. Melee evasion. That's what it is. They have really high melee evasion. They're basically like really skilled. So you get them into combat, and the enemy has a very difficult time hitting them. So pretty cool. Makes them a very different unit. They will hold out for a very long time. And if they get up against cheaper units, they'll get a lot of kills. These Defenders of the Empire are obviously a lot heavier stats than anything else I have. I'm going to bring my leaders back, see if we can break these guys. Our Yellow Sky Heralds over here too. That would be a decent unit because they're unbreakable. We got some pole arms and other units we'll fling back here. Ooh, this will help right here, this melee evasion and armor drop.
Excellent.
Yeah, this gives you an idea just how stout this unit is. Everything else is gone, and these guys are like, you know what? We're good. We're going to stick around. I'll tell you when we're finished.
Strike.
They're just less than concerned. But this should help force them out, because their melee evasion dropping like that will make them susceptible to a lot of damage. But I think a lot of it may be armor and stuff too. These guys have plenty of armor. Here comes my Sky Heralds. These guys look awesome. Like a big hammer thing. Someone gonna get their drum rung.
Ready.
And my other leaders here too.
Take heed,
Zhang Bao.
warriors. No mercy.
There we go, get a big splash attack. Look at this, 5 of them, 4, and they're still fighting. Unbreakable. Incredible unit. Incredible unit. I know they're unbreakable, but just how long they lasted there was impressive. Gotta give those guys kudos. What a fight.
Yes. To heaven.
That was a little weird, like my general standing here is like, hey you, stab those guys that we just beat. I'm not gonna do it. Oh, I'm gonna take the replenishment, I guess. Alright. I think we are ready to push into enemy territory now and go for the farmland.
Focus your rage. It cannot be done. No effort will achieve this. I must refuse.
You won't refuse.
Cultivate patience.
You'll do what I tell you.
Forward. I stand devoted.
Well, that's
For the
good.
people.
This is good. Alright, just delegate this one. We fight a night. We can fight a night battle. Ha! That's pretty cool. I don't feel like actually fighting this one though. These guys feel doomed.
The people's voice cannot be silenced.
No, it cannot. People will be freed from the Han Dynasty. Got another 15 zeal. It'll make up for some of what we lose every turn. Character captured. If we execute them, we pick up a clay warrior. Not much, but execution.
Grant them dignity in death.
I don't know about dignity, but we'll grant them death.
In time, they will thank us for this. This power will serve the people.
We completed another mission. Picked up 5k. So we picked up Yi farmland and Ping farmland. So that we can now feed the people.
A gladdening sign.
Excellent. Objectives: control 20 settlements. Current total's 19. So we get a 10,000 gold reward for that. If we are able to accomplish it. And I think we will be able to.
And endure hardship.
Scoot up here.
Serve the people.
So hopefully we'll be able to replenish. We are replenishing fairly quick. So we now control this along with our brother. So we should find the next mission that we want to go for here. These are the missions that we've been given. Seize control of renowned tool makers. There's Taiyuan Town, Taiyuan Iron Mine, and Taiyuan Toolmaker. Are those controlled by... Yeah, those are controlled by Zhang Yan. At least a couple of them are. And we're not at war with them right now. I don't really want to go up there and start a war with him right now. If we can get 10 settlements, we get some Yellow Turban sympathizers. New Dynasty rises, control. So, I mean, we either go for the toolmakers up there. That just starts another war on another front that we really don't want to be fighting. At least I wouldn't think so. Livestock farms. Shanghai. Well, things are going okay. You know what? Things are going okay. And Zhang Bao has hit level 5 now, too. None of these guys are healers, which I do wish that I had a healer here. Ranged and melee attack rates. Courage ability. Campaign movement range would actually be pretty cool. Let's apply that. Getting around the campaign map faster is definitely not a bad thing. What do we got here? The Book of Ceremonies. And the Rites of Zhao. Stone statue of Confucius. 6 morale for melee cavalry. It's resolve. None of these affect resolve, unfortunately. Public order and administered commandery. I mean, none of these are going to make a huge difference for me at this point. I mean, the replenishment's almost better for me to have, really. He-Man's got his bow, which I want to keep there because that archer ability is pretty fantastic. Stone statue, clay warrior. Let's attach the stone statue of Confucius. Eight satisfaction. I mean, all of these are 8 satisfaction. It's just that this one has authority. This one has cunning. Not a whole big bunch of difference. I'm sure that my allies will be offering to buy that stuff off of me as quickly as they can. What's their satisfaction rating? 11? Sounds pretty bad. I need a healer in one of the armies. It would be very helpful. 8 satisfaction. Let's just equip these. Okay. Yeah, we're still a little bit hurt for income. None of the stuff that I've been able to build so far really has much of an impact on income. A little bit of income from commerce out of this chain. %5 income from all sources. I just want to familiarize myself with some of these facilities. Healing, labor housing, 10% from income. Manufacturing just throws a bunch of income. So manufacturing would be good. I don't know if we can build it even if I tear down a building though, but population growth, public order. I don't know if we need all of this public order right now, and I'm gonna ditch this building and try putting some manufacturing in. Okay, let's keep throwing as much zeal into this as we can. We want to keep that in our favor, but I can't move or do anything else this turn. Alright, I'm being attacked back at my fishing port by Taoqian. This is not good. It's like all the way back across my settlement, so it's going to be really frustrating to have to deal with. We lose zeal and kind of messes things up. Alright, in typical AI fashion, in my absence, the AI is going to send forth as many stacks as they can. So we are going to have to double back with speed. It's going to be the end of this episode, by the way. We're going to have to double back towards Guan Yu and Taoqian and get ready to come back here and defend and retake our territory so that we can keep our honor. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this one. I'm signing out for now. I will be back with some more content on the Mandate of Heaven as soon as I am able. See you then.